So last class we were seeing about comments. What is it? Gaudi Das? Unmute.
Readable for programmer but ignored by the compiler or interpreter.
Okay, it won't be compiled by the interpreter. Very good. What is the use of it?
Use additional.
Yes, additional. It gives us additional information about your program. So it is always when you write the program, and if it is having a few number of coding lines of code, more than 10 lines, then you have to write. You have to. It is not compulsory, but you write. So that is the best method of writing program. Always write a comment, minimum one comment related to that particular program. This program is used for this. Okay. That's all about comments. Then indentation. That is the other topic. Hadi. Tell me what is indentation. Hadi, where are you? Hiding behind the woods. Hello, Hadi. Ashish, Wendy. Amal, Donna, Mohammed, Irfan. Tell me, what is indentation?
What is?
Indentation. First time you are hearing that word. Indentation. I-N-D-E-N-T-A-T-I-O-N. Indentation. Only smiling in the reply. Okay, Donna. You know it, but it is there in your mind, but not able to express. Is that right, Donna?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, who can say? Bitul.
Group of statement is block.
Statement. We are setting the code as block, different types of blocks. And it will look like a root tree and different branches. Or the proper spacing of statements in Python program, especially it is called as indentation. It is everything related to spacing. We need to have different spaces. Usually the main part we will write, and when you write the top part of the main part, what you will do? You will place a tab space. That is, a tab space means 4 spaces. A tab key is there in your keyboard. So press the tab key, that is 4 spaces, then you write the corresponding code. So a main part and the sub part. So the main part and sub part should be, there should be a difference between the, that is called indentation. No one will ask you what is indentation. That is not a question for your theory examination, but when you do program, you have to follow this indentation. That you come to know when you write program. Okay. Now back to our variables. So we have seen what is a variable and what are the different naming rules of a variable. What are the different naming rules of a variable? Shivani? What are the different naming rules? It is not taken last class. It was not taken the last class. It was not taken the last class. It was taken long before. Lydia. Anyone? Not calling by name. Tell me, Aditya Raj. First rule.
Ma'am, space is not allowed.
Yes, very good. Spaces not allowed. Now
It should
everyone
not-
got an idea. Okay, next point.
It should not start with a number,
Okay.
special character.
Ah,
It should not be a keyword of Python.
okay.
Ma'am, I don't know.
That's all. There should not be any space in between. So the same rules of naming identifier you have to apply for naming variables. Now we understood, Shivani. The same rules are applicable here. Okay. Now let's see more about variables. So why the name came as variable? Question to Shivani, why it is called variable, why it is not called constant? To you, Shivani, tell me. Why it is called variable? Just see the meaning, English meaning of variable. Variable. Which? Varies, isn't it? Constant means it's constant. The value won't be changed. Variable means the value changes. That is why the name came as variable. The same way in math you have variable option. Okay? Now, let's see how to write variables. For example, A is equal to 10. So what is the meaning of the statement? A is equal to 10? Donna. A is equal to 10.
Value of A,
Became
10.
10. Okay, that is clear. So here A is called as a variable. Now I can write A is equal to 20. Now what happens? Donna. First A is valued as 10. Now it is changed to
20.
20. So that is why the name came variable. The value can be changed. So A is equal to 10. Now it is A is equal to 20. So 10 is no more existing. Now if you display the value of A, it will give you the answer as 20. So how to display the value to the user? Meghna. Which function is used to display the value? Display the output. Which function is used?
Print.
Yes, very good. Print. Please capital letter or small letter? P. Krishnandran.
What, ma'am?
P is capital or small?
Small, right?
Small. All the characters P, R, I, N, T, everything is small letter. If you are displaying value of a variable, you should not write any code. So what will be your answer? Evelyn, it will display 20. Okay? And suppose Now, what it will be displayed? What is the answer, Hannah? Hannah?
10.
10. Question to Emmanuel. Yes. Possible output.
A plus 30.
What will be the printed value?
A plus 30.
Hello?
A
Adul?
plus 30, ma'am.
No.
40.
Adul?
40.
40. The value will be printed, isn't it? Value will be displayed as output using print statement, not A plus 30. Clear? Manuel?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Idea. A plus equal to 40. Have you seen this operator anywhere? This one? Muhammad Adil. What is the meaning of A plus equal to 40? No idea. 3 Hari.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the meaning of A plus equal to 40?
That's plus 10. A plus 10. 40 plus 10.
That is A is equal to A plus 40. Isn't it?
Yeah.
This is the original expression and there is a short form, that is A plus equal to 40. Either you can write A is equal to A plus 40 or you can write A plus equal to 40. It is called as shorthand notation. What is that called as? Shorthand notation. Of the print statement of a variable value is clear. Now, what is the data type of A? What is the type of A? Ashwin. Is it an integer? Is it a decimal value? Is it a string? Is it a character? The A. Or is it a number? What is the value in A? Ashwin, what is the value in A? The starting time, what is the value?
10, 10, 10.
So 10 is a number, isn't it? Or you can call it as an integer. That means A is holding an integer data. What kind of data A is holding? A is
Integer
holding
data.
an integer data. So we have a data type called int. Now comes the topic data type. Data type means nothing but type of data. Whatever data you are providing, whatever data means whatever input you are providing to the system, it all will be with any one of the data. It can be a number, numeric data. It can be a floating point. What is the meaning of floating point? Decimal value, isn't it? 3.14 is a floating point number or decimal value. Or it can be a string. It can be a string means set of characters. Set of characters called as a string. BR is called a string. A single character A is called as a string. Even a single character in Python is called as a string. String means set of characters. So you have a string data type and you have a floating point data type and you have a integer data type. These are the main data types available in Python, and you have complex also, complex, that we'll see later. So what is data type? Data type? What is data type? Type of?
Data.
Type of data. If the type of data is numbers, you have certain operations that can be performed on numbers, isn't it? Can you join two numbers? No. Usually a number means you used to do arithmetic operations and logical operations and relational operations, isn't it? Usually you will add numbers, you will subtract, you will do multiplication, you will do division. You can't do joining of 4 and 5 will be joined, no. So any data type, if you consider a data type number or integer, it has certain operations. If you consider string, it has certain type of operation. So a data type means type of data and corresponding operations on that data. That is the meaning of data type. So here, those who have studied C or C++ or VB, you know that. How many of you have learned this? C, C++, VB. Raise your hand. No one. Only Achyut. C or C++ or VB? Achyut. C or C++ or VB?
C.
C. In C, if you want to use a variable, okay, what you have to do? Directly you can write A is equal to 10. Will it give you an error message?
I think something like int.
Yes. So you have to declare a variable with the data type. You have to write int A. Only then you can write A is equal to 10. In C program or in C++ or in VB or Visual C++, any other language, even in Java, you have to, first you have to declare, that is for declaration of variable. But the specialty of Python is that don't have to declare anything. No data type needed any declaration. Directly you can write A is equal to. In this example, I have written A is equal to 10. The meaning is that automatically A became a variable of what kind of data type? What kind of data type?
Integer.
Integer data type. Suppose I am writing A is equal to 3.14. Then what is the data type of A? I guess 3.14. Arjun, thinking something very serious. Arjun, my question is, A is equal to 3.14. Then what will be the data type of A? Am my question clear to you? Not clear. Grishma.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the data type?
Floating point data type.
It is a decimal point, or you can say a float. So the different data types available in Python are, what is the first data type? Int. Int stands for integer. Float stands for floating point number. String stands for character value. Boolean stands for Boolean values. What are the different Boolean values? 0 and 1. Binary values. Binary values are called as Boolean values. We have seen what is the binary language, what are the different bits we are using for a binary language. It is found by a scientist called Boolean. Boolean. That is the name. So that is why the name came as Boolean. Okay. So actually it is this Boolean data type carries either 0 or 1. So 0 stands for true or false. Vidur, 0 stands for true or false.
False.
Hello, Vidur. False. 1 stands for. So Boolean data type holds value either false or true. Now, so your LKG is over. Now UKG class is going to get over. Now we are going to write the program. Okay. Before that, one more thing is there for you. Method T is equal to true. Ashish Beni, what is the data type of B? What is the data type of B? Ashish. Hello. Nevin, what is the data type? Data type of B. My voice is not clear to you. Atul.
String.
B is equal to true. Then how it will become string?
Oh, then Boolean.
Boolean. Example. C is equal to. Now Atul, tell me what is the data type? It is string. Yes. So now you understood the difference between a Boolean data type and a string data type. A string means it should be enclosed in either single quote or double quote. Only then it will become a string. If you are not writing anything, that means even it is a set of characters. True, TRUE set of characters, but it is not considered as a string. It is considered as a Boolean data type. Okay, clear? Clear? Okay, now. Muhammad Atim. D is, what is the data type of D? D, data type.
Variable.
My question is, what is the data type of D?
Float.
D is a variable. Yes, it is float. Alvin, Amal, Mohammed Irfan, Hardy, turn on your video. Okay, since we were turning off, we start asking questions. Alvin, what's the variable? Variable. So you turned off your video, that means you are not there. We went somewhere. That is what I understood. Otherwise, you could have answered me. You have to answer me. What is the variable? Or you were doing something. That's why you turned off your video. Mohammed Irfan, what is the variable?
Variable.
Yes.
Something which has no fixed value.
Once again.
Different values can be assigned.
So, variable. Okay, Amal. What's the data type? Amal K.
Ma'am, that
data type.
It is used for
Wonderful. So you are also not there. Okay. Adi,
Types of data.
type of data. What are the different types of different data types?
Float,
Plus.
string,
That's all. Boolean. These are the main data types. Integer. Who will
string.
say about integer? Integer. Okay. Hope it is clear. Now, in math, back to our math. A, B, C, D. I want to assign 0 to all these variables. Statements you have to write. Reina. Let me repeat. The question is, I want to assign A, B, C, D with value 0. So in math, how you will write it?
A, B, C.
A.
A,
Correct? A.
A is equal to.
A is equal to?
I'm not getting.
A is equal to 0. At least you can say that.
A is equal to 0.
Okay. Next, Dia.
Yes, ma'am.
How to write?
A is equal to B is equal to C is equal to D is equal to 0.
Very good. So in math, you will write in that way. But in Python, if you want to assign a single value to multiple variables, you can't write equal to. You will write A comma, B comma, C comma, D is equal to 0. Okay? You will write in that way. The meaning is that A, B, the meaning is this. A is equal to A is equal to 0, B is equal to 0, C is equal to 0, D is equal to. Okay? Clear? Now the question is, A's value should be 10, B's value should be 20, C's value should be 30, and D's value should be 40. Alvin, how to write it? A's value 10. So how to write it? A is equal to, Alvin, unmute. A is equal to? A is equal to? Correct. A's value should be 10. So A is equal to?
A plus 4.
No, A's value should be 10. So A is equal to? 10. Mohammed Irfan, B is equal to? B is equal to? This value I told, A's value 10, B's value 20, C's value 30, G's value 40. So B is equal to 20. Direct values I'm asking. C is equal to, Amal?
30.
30. D is equal to? Muhammad Adil?
40.
40. So this is how you write in C++, C programs and all, even in math. But in Python, there is a shortcut. That is why it is called as an expressive language. A comma, B comma, C comma, D is equal to 10, 20, 30, so automatically, if you write like this, A will be taken as 10, and B will be taken as 20. So you can avoid repeated code. Lines of code can be avoided using this. So you have to be very careful. First you have written A in the left side. So what is the first value you have written in the right side? What is the first value you have written in the right side? 10. So the first value will be assigned to the first value of right. Second value will be assigned to the second value. Third value will be assigned to the third value. Usually what happens is, students when they write in their examination, they will make a mistake. What they will think that D is 10, C is 20, B is 30 and A is 40. That is wrong. Okay. Is it clear, Ashwin? Look here.
Yes, ma'am.
So don't get confused. It is A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20, C is equal to 30, D is equal to 40. Okay, this is how you will write. And one more thing you have to know. This is called the left side. This is left side, this is left side, this is left side, this is left side, isn't it? This left side is called L value. Left value. These are called as R values. Right side values are called R values and left values are called, whether it can be a variable or anything, it is called as L values. So you have another concept, L values and R values. Okay? So that is another thing you have to know. Now, so hope it is clear, almost the concepts of how to write. How many of you tried with your first program, print statement, and tried to run your program? How, anyone tried in your laptop or PC? No one. No one tried to write a Python statement. How many of you now? Who did?
I didn't hear.
Okay, my question is, any one of you tried your program, writing program in Spider at home using your laptop or PC?
No.
How many of you have downloaded Spider and installed it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 7, 8. So now onwards we are going to study how to write programs. You have to practice it. You have a practical examination of 30 marks. Out of 70 marks theory and 30 marks practical examination. So, and also in your question paper, theory question paper, almost out of 70, almost 50% questions will be program. So you can't avoid. Why are you studying this theory? This theory you are studying in order to write programs. So there will be programs everywhere, even in the practical examination, even the theory examination. So practice at home. You can't come to school and you can't practice in the computer lab. So what you have to do is do practice every day. What I am teaching you about these things, you have to practice at home itself. Otherwise, you will not get the correct thing. Otherwise, you will make mistakes. You can't bypass any code. especially Python. Python is with indentation. If staging is wrong, everything is wrong. So practice. That is the only method you can do. Okay? So that's all for today. We'll see you in the next class. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.